What are delves? I'm not going in depth about every single thing you can farm or do through delves. I'm just gonna help you get started with the most important stuff. If you want an in-depth guide, let me know in the comments. Alright, so a delve is basically a dungeon where you go deeper and deeper to face tougher enemies but get better / more loot the further you go. However, the most important resources from delves for a beginner does not have to be farmed at a high depth. I'm talking about the weekly loot you can obtain from 6 vaults each week, and you need a key for each vault, which you can craft with delve shadow key fragments, which are dropped from every single dungeon in Uber 1 and above. Titan souls and lunar souls. Also from the first 5 vaults you will get electrolytic crystal boxes, private depth steppers, which I'll explain about soon, and the spoiled divinity. Here's an image you can screenshot and bookmark if you need a reminder, but I'm also gonna explain them now. You get 18 lunar souls per week and you spend them here in the shadowy market. I recommend spending the first 2 on these tomes, then all of them on empowered gem boxes until you have good empowered gems for your main. Then spend them to get all of these items for mastery, and then saving them up to craft reroll materials for your gems, or buy more empowered gem boxes for more gem dust and a chance at class gem keys and the diamond dragon egg. Get 117 titan souls that you should spend to get all of this mastery, and then just get titan treasures for flux. Either open them or sell them as you please, it's just flux RNG. The 5 despoiled divinity should be spent first to get 50 dragon egg fragments, and then whichever costume you want for mastery, and then lastly you can spend them here for astral echoes to help you with the star shard. The electrolytic crystal boxes you can open and use as food on your character. You should also spend some of it here in the delve workbench to get the ally most suited to your class among these 4. Now, how do you get into delves to obtain all of this? You must start at depth 23 or higher to get the fastest vault to spawn, because the vaults spawn every 3rd floor beginning at 25. Therefore you can start at 23 and the first vault will be at 25. If you're lucky, the public delve would put you at a decent depth, but that's out of the question for me. I would either use a random portal I found through dungeons, or join a group that lets me in, or buy a portal off the market. So if you just search for depth, you can see some here that would work. Well, currently we only have 73 and then some steppers here. The depth stepper, you can choose your own depth. So if we look here at page 2, we have one here for depth 27. That would suit our needs. Only 2.9k. The only thing you need is 1 portal to get you started, and then you don't need to buy anything anymore. So I would have gone with this one. So just start with that. And after your first vault, you will get a private stepper portal. This one, which you can use to set your own depth, for example depth 23. Now, as long as you keep one of your 5 weekly portals in spare, you can open a new weekly run the next week and obtain all the things again. And of course you can do this in group with your friends and stuff, and eventually be strong enough to host higher depth delves for both your weeklies and other things you may want to farm. But that and challenge delves are for another video, because now you're ready to bulk up on those weekly time-gated resources.